Hi, my name is Sarah, and today I have got a slow flow, deep, stretchy practice for you. This is perfect to do after you've worked out and your muscles are warm, and you're looking for something to transition into a more relaxed state. If you're looking for something a little bit more active involving building the muscle you need to be flexible, I have a different video for that linked in my description. Grab a blanket if you have sensitive knees. You can have a yoga strap as well nearby. If you don't have those props, it is all good, no worries. Let's get started. Let's begin in a downward facing dog. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, and then lift your hips. Take a moment to pedal your feet, just alternating side to side. So you're bending into one knee, allowing the opposite heel to drop towards the mat. And then just take it back and forth a few times, letting your head hang heavy. Three-legged dog. Next time your right heel is lifted, go ahead and lift your leg, bend into your knee, step your foot forward, and we'll come into a lizard pose. So both palms come to the inside of your foot. You can walk your foot out towards the right side of your mat, maybe untucking your back toes. And just take a moment here, feel it out, maybe swaying side to side. If you'd like to take this pose a little bit deeper, come down to your forearms. And you can continue to have some back and forth movement, side to side, feeling the stretch into your hip flexor, right inner thigh. Now use your hands to come back up to your palms, and you're going to swing your back leg towards the long edge of your mat. So lift your leg, swing your toes towards the back edge of your mat, and then you can use your hands to help you up to this side lunge position. So your knees over your ankle. Okay, you can adjust bringing your foot in line with your hip a little bit more. And we're just gonna lean into this. So lean in towards your heel, and you should be feeling a stretch in your inner thighs. And we can come out of it if it's starting to feel intense. And then when you're ready, just sink into it. And one more time. Beautiful. Let's come on out. You're gonna extend your right leg, point your toes forward. Left hand comes down to the mat, and then sweep your arm up and over, pushing your hips forward to a dancer stretch. So sort of like a half wild thing, but you're anchoring through your left shin. You can let your arm fall back, opening up through your chest. And then let's sweep your arm forward. You're gonna lift on up, gate pose, left arm up and over. So now finding a lateral stretch on your left side. Transitioning to half splits, pivot towards the top edge of your mat. You can keep your right foot straight and then flex your foot in towards you. So you're just draping over your front leg, breathing into your hamstring. Coming forward to a low lunge, we'll take a quad stretch. So you're going to bend into your back knee, maybe lifting your heel towards your seat. Now you can take your right arm and sweep it back towards your foot, maybe grabbing a hold of your foot and pulling it a little bit closer. So bring your heel in towards your seat. Big stretch for your quad, hip flexors. And you can draw your right shoulder back to open up through your chest a little bit more as well. Okay, so all the poses we're doing today are pretty... Oh, you okay? What happened? All the poses we're doing today are pretty low to the ground. They're either, seated or supine. The most active thing we're doing is probably down dog. So let's go ahead and release that quad stretch. We'll take it back to your downward facing dog. And then we're going to repeat on side 2. So go ahead, lift your left leg, 3-legged dog. Step it forward. Lizard pose. Both palms come to the inside of your foot. You can walk your foot out. Untuck your back toes. And then just find some gentle movement side to side. Noticing the sensations in your body. Allowing these stretches to restore you, to recover. If you'd like to come deeper into your lizard, bring your forearms down to the mat. And we'll make our way back up to our palms if you're not there already. Now begin to hover that back foot. So right foot hovers, and then you're going to swing it towards the long side of your mat. Use your hands to help you up into this side lunge variation. And you're going to begin to sink your hips in towards your heel. So stretching your adductors. This can feel pretty intense. So feel free to come on out of the pose and then ease your way back in. Okay, using your breath to find more length, find more spaciousness in your body. Let's take one more. And lifting back up, extend your left knee. You're going to point your toes forward, and then your right palm comes down to the mat. Now, anchoring through your shin, sweep your arm up, push your hips forward. Take a few breaths. Maybe feeling a stretch in your hips and your low back, your chest. And then sweep your arm back forward. We're gonna lift your chest, gate pose. Right arm comes up and over. Find a lateral stretch without flaring your ribs. And then keeping left leg extended, we'll begin to turn towards the front edge of your mat. You're coming to your left heel and then flex your foot towards your face and then drape over your leg for half splits. Coming into low lunge, roll forward, and then option to take a quad stretch. So you're gonna kick the right heel towards your seat, reach your left arm back towards your foot, and then maybe grab a hold of your foot. And then you can play around with pulling your heel closer towards your glute. Think about rolling your left shoulder back. It's really hitting a bunch of different muscle groups here. Lower and upper body. You've got your quads, your hip flexors, your rotators. Finding a gentle twist in your thoracic spine. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Plant your palms, and then you're just going to bring your left leg back. So coming to all fours, shift forward, and then you're going to lower down to your belly. Pull your palms back in line with your ribs, and then we'll lift on up to cobra. Lift your chest. Draw and roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your glutes. You're going to lower your chest down to the mat. And then tuck your toes, lift on up. We're coming to extended child's pose. So bring your knees wide and then walk your hands forward. Now you can rest your chin or your forehead to the mat. We're going to take about 10 breaths here. And walking your hands back, let's keep our knees wide. And you can lift up to your all fours position. And we'll take thread the needle. So right arm sweeps up towards the sky. You'll thread the needle underneath the bridge of your left arm. Relaxing your ear and shoulder towards the mat. Maybe walking fingertips up or even over towards the right corner of your mat. And let's go ahead and switch it out to side two, returning to all fours. Knees stay wide as you sweep your left arm up, and then thread the needle underneath the bridge of your right arm, relaxing your ear and shoulder towards the mat. Walking your fingertips up, maybe towards the left upper corner of your mat. And gently coming out of it, we're making our way into a puppy pose. Okay, so returning to all fours, this time knees right underneath your hips. And then walk your palms forward, and then you can begin to lower your chest, your head towards the mat. Maybe walking elbows a little bit further forward, bringing palms together, and then bringing your shark fin up and overhead. Coming out of your puppy pose, you're going to lift on up, passing through a sphinx. So bring your belly to the mat. And we're going to find a shoulder stretch. So let's bring the left arm long to your side. And then use your right fingertips. You're going to roll onto your left side, maybe bringing your toes just to the ground right behind you. You can relax your head down if you like. I like to keep my head lifted just so my spine is in alignment. And we'll take about 5 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, let's gently roll back onto your stomach. And then we'll take it to side two. So you can come up through your sphinx, and then your right arm will come out to your side. And when you're ready, begin to roll onto your right side, bringing your left toes behind you. When you're ready to come out, we'll roll to center. Use your hands to help you come up, And we're just going to swing our legs around to take a seated forward fold. Okay, so legs are extended. Bend generously into your knees. Bring your belly towards your thighs. And then you're going to clasp opposite elbows behind your legs. And you can stay here. Or you can begin to extend legs long. Make this really passive, round your spine. Let your head be heavy. And when you're ready, unclasp your arms, come on up. We're going to make our way to our backs. I'm just going to flip over so I have a little more space. If you've got your yoga strap, you can have it nearby. So make your way to your back and we will come into a cow face pose. So you're going to cross your right leg over the left, kick your feet out to both sides, and then just grab the outer edges of your feet. Okay, we're going to take a rock side to side. And then go ahead and release your legs. You're going to grab a hold of your strap. And I'm just going to loop it over my right foot. Keep your left knee bent, or you can extend your leg long. And then you can hold pretty low down on the strap so that your elbows can rest towards the mat. Just gently pulling your leg in, not pushing it too much. And then I'm going to transfer the strap to my right hand. Keep your left hip down on the mat, and then we'll begin to open up your leg. So left hip and left shoulder are anchored to the mat. We'll take a few breaths here. And then bend into your right knee. You can release the strap from your foot, hug your knee to your chest, and then find a supine twist. So just allowing your knee to fall over towards the left. You can open your right arm to the side, shifting your gaze over your shoulder. Take a few breaths. come back to center. We're going to take this on side 2. So we'll come back into your cow legs pose. I'm going to flip around so I have room. But you're going to cross left leg on top of right, kick your feet out to both sides, grab the outer edges of your feet, and then you can just gently rock side to side. When you're ready, release and unravel your legs. Grab your strap, place it over your left foot, maybe holding nice and low on the straps. You can relax your arms to your sides and then extend right leg long. Not pushing too hard, gently pulling your foot in towards your chest. When you're ready, transfer the strap to your left hand and then keep your right hip and shoulder anchored to the mat as you slowly allow your left leg to open out to the side. And when you're ready, bend into your left knee. You can release the strap. We'll take a supine twist. So hug your knee to your chest. Allow your knee to fall over to the right, maybe guiding it with your hands. And then you can open your left arm long, maybe shifting your gaze over your shoulder. I'll take a few breaths. And let's gently make your way back to your back. And we're going to finish up in a supine cobbler's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. And then just allow your knees to splay open, allowing gravity to draw them down towards your mat. You can rest your hands maybe on your hip bones or your tummy. Take about a minute or two here, settling in. Slowing your rate of breath. And allowing all our movement to assimilate. And we'll gently begin to reawaken. Take your time bringing movement back to your body. Maybe rocking your head right to left. You can take a full body stretch. And take your time making your way to a seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.